Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, where today we're going to do a tutorial on how to create mixed media, anything really. This will be practice, and it could be a journal topper. It could be pretty much anything you want it to be, but for me it will be a journal topper. So we're going to go through the phases and how to get it done, what you need, etc., etc. I will try and link in the description box a DIY on, if you don't have it, how to do it, okay? So step one is choose your cardboard. As you can see, this one has those ridges in it, and that's all up to your whatever it is you want. How do you want yours to look? And pretty much cardboard is easy to find no matter where you look. So you can peel all of it, you can peel part of it. Again, that's your interpretation, however you want it to look. So I'm just kind of evening that up. So if you want to peel the whole thing, now mine's perforated here, but we're going to pretend like that doesn't exist for this section. So in our actual how we get it done tutorial, this cardboard will look very different. So you're going to want to come through it. You can get this wet, and you're going to want to peel it. Okay, simple as that. If you get it wet, it's a lot easier. If you're just wanting to tear it off in strips, maybe not do the whole thing, this is the best way to go. Okay, so just tearing it off. If you're wanting the whole thing done, and watch, this is the one time I won't have water at my fingertips. Exactly. I knew I had water, guys. I have water. So you're going to want to get it wet, not soaking wet, okay? Not soaking wet. I knew I had water. So just spray. This is actually alcohol, but that's all right. It'll still work. It's wet. Spray, give it a second, and then come in and peel. So as you can see, it definitely lifts off better once it's gotten some moisture. So I'm not going to spend my whole time peeling this one because this isn't the piece I want to use. I think since we're here, what might be fun, I'm thinking, is an Alice in Wonderland journal. I don't know. But you see how much easier it is once you've gotten it semi-moist. So basically you get it down to where it looks like this. All of it will look like that, however you want it, okay? So like I said, I'm not going to waste, this is addictive, so I'm going to stop here and throw this piece away, or, well, you know what? No, I won't, because like I said, you can make them any size you want. Say your journal is small, or you only want, maybe you're going to layer it up, right? You're going to do several different pieces. There you go. Now you'll peel this whole piece. Mine's not straight, but again, that's actually could be beneficial. You may want an irregular shape. So with that being said, I'm going to stop this here, and when we come back in the next video, it will all be peeled. Okay? So get yours peeled and catch up. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, guys, welcome back. We are now looking at color matching. If you want it to be super matchy-matchy, this is an important step. If you kind of want it to just be close, by all means, go with what you know. And me, this is honestly an area where I struggle a little bit, so I did get an orange, and that might be too orange, but we can lighten that up. Okay, and then I want to do, that's a red, so I don't want a red. Primary magenta, and that's opaque. Let's see. We got quinacridone magenta. That might be pretty because it's kind of a transparent, and we can lighten that up. And then we're going to want our golds. This is Liquitex that I got. I got this on Amazon for like $3. It was super, super cheap. We'll use that for splatters. And then we need a green. Cobalt turquoise might look good. Go in here with that. Because this is going to be springy. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then what else do we have? Maybe, that's another cobalt turquoise. Phthalo green, which is also, I think this is some semi-transparent. And then, of course, my favorite, green gold. And then I don't think we'll use the nickel azo gold on this one as a wash because it's going to be a little dark. We'll use, got to find something that's transparent. A permanent violet dark is transparent, and there are some purples in here. So I think we'll go with that on our wash. All right, so this is totally trial and error here, guys. I'll set my paints aside. The first thing you're going to want to do is use your matte medium and cover your surface, okay, because that's going to be important. If you don't have matte medium, you can use glue and water, and I will show you how that works. So at this stage of the game, you're going to find your paints that match up, and then when we come back, I'm going to show you how the glue water mixture works. So I will see you here in just a second. Okay, guys, so this is the part where we're going to do our glue. Okay, that's just basic, like Dollar Tree kids glue, Walmart Elmer's glue, just whatever you want, just school glue. And we're just going to put a little tiny bit of water in it, and then we're going to mix it up really good. And this is all you're going to need as a matte medium. You could add some white acrylic paint to it if you wanted, because we're going to come in and we're going to do a wash over it anyhow, so I don't care if, well, you know what, it might matter. It might matter. So we'll use some zinc white to give it some color. It might matter, you know what I mean? So just in case, we're going to mix that all up really good. And when we come back, mine will be mixed, yours will be mixed, and we'll get started. All right, guys, in this stage, we're just basically going to dip into our matte medium mixture, and we are literally going to paint both pieces of our cardboard. And then you got to let those dry really well. Okay, that's the trick to this part, is allowing it to dry. So basically what you see me doing here, you're going to do where you're at, and you're going to paint this one and this one. So once that's done and dried, we'll be back, and then we'll get to the paint part. All right, go ahead and get that cardboard mixed, and I'll see you in the next video. I mean, cardboard mixed, painted, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, guys, I forgot to turn on the camera. So at this stage, I made some DIY texture paste, which is Dollar Tree spackle, glue, and then I mixed a few colors to get this, what you're seeing now. And Again, it's kind of hit or miss when you're doing your stencils on the corrugated. It's not going to come out super perfect. Some of them do, some of them don't. But the cool thing is it gives you some interest. See? And again, you don't have to. You can just come in. Maybe that's not your cup of tea. You just want some globs. So you're going to come in and just kind of go over. And this is okay too. So you're just going to have some green paste. It doesn't have to resemble anything. Or you can painstakingly go over it with whatever it is you'd like. If you're into stencils, do stencils. So that's how I'm doing mine. You saw me doing the stencils. It didn't work out, so I'm going to do it that way. And then these I need to mash down because I didn't really want those that far down. All right, so I mixed my own paint. I used green gold, burnt umber light, a couple of drops only, phthalo green, a couple of drops only, cobalt turquoise, a couple of drops only, and then mixed it all up to get this leafy green color, or I don't know, veggie color, almost like a pea green to me. That's what it reminds me of, as being pea green. Okay, so right now I'm going to go wash up my mess, and when we come back, this should be dry enough to add our photograph or our image that I chose from. I have a membership to Collage Club, so I put this on there. We have to do the matte medium over that though. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to dry, let's go ahead and hit that with our matte medium. And in our case, it was glue, a little bit of white acrylic paint, very little, and I really got to get moving here to get my stencils washed. We can turn this over since it's not going to matter if it gets on there. Okay, so we're just going to real quick hit this with our matte medium. I will get some bleeding a little bit because I have an inkjet, not a laser, but that's okay. It's not going to bleed that much. Okay, so we're going to let that dry, and when we see how it curls up, when I glue it down, it won't look like that. It's just because one side's wet and not the other. But when I come back from cleaning up this round of mess, this should be dry, and then we can glue it to this, which should also be dry. So that being said, time to clean up. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is just a quick interrupting try at something different. I thought, I wonder if we could actually, yeah, that's going to be a pain. I was thinking we could like fussy cut around your spackle and then tear the cardboard off, but yeah, that's a pain. See, that could work. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of trouble for a lot of area, you know what I mean? Like, so what you would want to do is leave certain areas whole on your cardboard first, and that's the way around that. So we would want to leave, either way it's going to be a pain, but you could do it, like leave portions of your cardboard with that top on it, you know what I mean? Like, tear it down to and still it's going to be. So my advice, if you really want definition, do it this way. Or you have better luck with stencils than I do. And that could be definitely the case. Pretty good. And I suppose you could really make it 3D. And fussy cut something like this. Like I said, this is just a quick, and maybe put it down here in the corner when you add your image. And that could work. That could work. But I'm not doing that today. I'm going to stick with what I knew. And we're going to get this glued down. We're going to get this glued down. And basically, hopefully my glue is behaving today. Of course not. Of course not. Should now. We're going to glue this down. There it goes. Just had to work with it a little. Oh, there was something I forgot to do. I didn't even think about that. Maybe I could put it on the outside. I wanted to do lace behind it. And we still can, but the problem is it's going to pick up our paint. Maybe what I want to do is put our lace on first, and then we'll paint, and then we'll glue this down. So next step, you want to incorporate lace. Do it now. Do it now, because see, I wanted a framed lace image. So do your lace now, and then we'll come back. And I don't care if the lace gets a little bit of spattered paint on it. That will be perfectly fine. And then because I've already glued that, I'm just going to knock it down, and we'll come back and re-glue. Worst case scenario is it's now going to make my photograph or my image lay flat. Oops. This needs to come down a bit. Does this have to stick super good? No. Does it have to be super even? No. It's just going to be on here like that. Okay, let's let that dry. All right, well, live and learn. This is real time. You see it the way I see it and do it. All right, so next up, what we're going to do is give this another coat of this stuff, our DIY matte medium. Oh, got glue and paint and everything else. So we're going to paint our image again, mostly over what we did with the speckling or texture paste, whichever you're using. And we're going to let this dry. There's a lot of drying time with this, guys, a lot. Okay, so now we're going to let this dry, and while we're waiting for this to dry, it's good if you let your spackle or your paste dry first. Okay, then we're going to come in we've already, which is good, we've already Mod Podged this once. So this one now, we can give a wash. So we're going to basically put in some of our DIY stuff here. And then you're going to determine what you want the background to look like. For me, I think I'm going to do part of it in the orange first. And I want it to be a light orange. And remember, we're layering up. Okay, so we're going to stir that up. And this is going to be semi-transparent. It won't be as orange as it looks. Okay, keep that in mind. It will be orange, but not quite as orange as it looks. And I'm wondering if I want to put a little drop of yellow in there. Let's just try a small smidge, because guess what? If we don't like it, we can change it. And this is cadmium yellow. Kind of want to give it a little bit of a softer. That looks pretty good to me. All right, let's see how it's going to look. Yeah, I kind of like that color. Very good, very good. Let's get started. So at this point, you're going to paint your surface with the orange. And see what I mean by how it gets lighter? It's not going to stay orange. Just going to have a hint. And you don't have to do the whole thing because our other piece is going to be layered on that. See? Pretty cool, huh? Now, where it settles in the cracks of your corrugation, you're going to get a darker orange. But that is what we're going for. That is the magic spot. Okay. And again, you don't have to go all the way across because we are going to be adding this piece to the center. See? Look at that. Looking pretty good if you ask me. Now we are going to go over this with another color. We're going to border our edges with the gold. And then we are going to go over this with another color, and we are going to add stuff to that. Again, like I said, it's layering, guys. It's layering it up, and it's a lot of dry time in between. So whether you're seeing a 20-minute video, it's been a 2-hour process. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, guys, now at this point, if you're happy with the way this looks, you could stop. You could just glue it all together and put it on your book cover. I'm not done yet. It needs more. So remember, we did cover this front with our DIY matte medium, and so it should be pretty protected from, like, we can add a wash to it or whatever else we want. And I'm still kind of like, I'm leaning towards the vintage on this. I want it to be kind of like an aged photo, and we'll get to that here in a minute. We still have wet paint on here. We're not ready to do anything with that, and that's what I was telling you. It's a lot of drying time. This one's still wet. So at this point, I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to catch up, and then I'm going to post another video. We are the 25th, so probably on the 27th, the second part of this will come out. We'll give it a couple of days, give you guys a chance to find your images, what it is you want to do, how you want to do it. For me, it's all going to be same day, but for you guys, it's going to be next day. Now, one of the things I do want to do, because this is going to be a shimmery, sparkly, springy type journal, I want to try, and we're going to put that one to the side. This one won't matter if I get some stuff on the back. Okay, so what I want to try is my iridescent medium mixed with any acrylic paint to give colors an iridescent finish. Okay, so I got this from Walmart for $5.99. What I want to try and do is I want to put a light quinacridone magenta to it, and I want to try it out, because guess what, if it doesn't work out, I can hop back online and get another print and cut it. So don't want to do that, but we can. So we're going to give this a squirt of the iridescent, a lot. You know what, maybe I'll go over, since I have so much, I'll go over and I'll do that side too. Why not? Again, we mess up, we're at liberty to keep adding. And I do really just want a drop. I want this to be super duper light. One drop. One drop, guys. Then we're going to mix it. I miss having my wipies in here, let me tell you. I don't know what I did with them. But I'll get my mixing towel. Okay, so we're going to stir this up. And again, we just want it to be super duper light. Almost pink. Super, super light. That's ooh, maybe I'll add some of our matte medium to it. Thin it up. Hopefully that does it. This could also, I keep saying spring, but this could actually be a summer journal because it's got all the flowers. You know, our gardens really don't bloom and flower up and do super good until, let's see what this is going to look like. How, you know, how transparent it's going to be. Because we definitely need it to be transparent. Let's try it on the cardboard first, because that we can cover up. Oh, would you look at that? That looks pretty transparent to me. All right, we're going in, guys. Oh, look at this. This is cool. It's a little on the thick side, but it's going to work. So you know what that tells me? More matte medium. I will just dip from here and mix in here. And I think that should work. Pretty cosmic, if you ask me. I'm okay if there's a dark spot there. Check it out. All right, so that did give that a pink look, but let's see how it looks once it's dry. I believe once it's on here, we're going to like it. I'm looking at it from a distance. Yeah, I kind of like it. All right, so next up on here, to me what is throwing me off is that green really looks like guacamole, or, you know, guacamole. All right, let's go ahead and paint this side. Let's pink it up. hopefully that orange will stay shining through. We want that orange in the crevices. We only want the pink across the top, but hey, if it doesn't work out that way, we'll go back over it with the orange. Not a problem. We can always make more. Okay, there we go. Now that's got a nice little shine to it. And in our next stage of the game, we'll come back and we're going to add more color to this because that's throwing me off. I think I want to add a turquoise to that. I'm pretty sure I want to add a darker green to that. Let's see what happens if I mix the phthalo green just by itself. And we go over that. I may have ruined it, but guess what? Yeah. I am not a fan. Will become well, I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's find out. Let's see what happens if we can fix this. I mean, if we can fix this, we can fix anything. I'm thinking, oh my God, what have I just done? But truthfully, it's kind of growing on me. Yeah, I didn't like that pistachio pea green anyhow. Yeah, okay. So I'll be taking a look at this. If you don't like it, don't use it. I'm actually becoming okay with it, really. I am. Let's see how it looks when we put our sparkly on it. It's quite the contrast, I will tell you. And then this girl, look at my hands, guys. Definitely need to go clean up. And she'll go on there. You know, to be honest with you folks, once we put the gold on there, oh, I actually like it. Yep. I like it. We'll put gold splatters on here. But once this dries, we'll put the gold trim on there. But I really got a mess or two to clean up. So until the next time, which should be coming out on the 27th-ish, watch for it. Yeah, I think I actually like this. So watch for the next installment, and that will add some lavender-ish colors, sprinkles, splotches, you know what I mean? To kind of tie it all together, all the colors. And then we'll do the gold trim. Definitely going to do the gold trim just as soon as this is dry. But I want to salvage this because I like it. And so I'm going to clean up, and magically we'll be back in a couple of days. All right, guys, thanks for coming along.